पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधुते, तू मेरा प्राता, तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधुते, तू मेरा प्राता, तू मेरा राखा सबनी थाई, तांपो के आयकार जियो, तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता.
I sent off for a whole load of details from the estate agents, and we picked this up, and Chandra said, right, the old rectory, let's go and have a look. So this was the first one we came to look on a Saturday morning. We came in through the gates, and we saw the house, and we liked it. Then we went to the back garden, and we saw the studio. It was termed a studio then. And we said, yes, that's it. And that's how we found the house. So the priority always was, when we looked at any property, to have a studio or a building or something we could convert into a private temple.
What you see here is a product of our whole effort by the family, and over the years we have tried to develop our private place of worship in the best possible way we can. The practice of religion in our household is essential to our living. It is the core of our life. This prayer room is used by my family and myself at least twice a day, sometimes a bit more. And on Friday evenings and on other special occasions, we have a larger gathering with friends and relatives, and more elaborate rituals are observed and carried on.
This used to be the old rectory, and we've had priests living here prior to the family whom we bought the house from. I think this, so there is spirituality behind it. And of course, in the olden days, apparently, the garden, because we've got so much space, they used to hold the village fetes here, which unfortunately they don't now. But I think we make up for it because we have lots of visitors and we have people all the time.
This is my sort of altar of study and concentration. As I finish my daily prayers, I culminate my prayer by sitting in this altar, looking at my most favorite form of God, which is Goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of arts and learning and study and liberation itself. I have been in love with this aspect of God ever since I can remember my existence. And there's one particular day in a year where a festival is dedicated to worshiping her. And I think I was about 3 years old. And my mother had made this sweet rice, and I liked the sweet rice. And that was my first association I can ever remember of God.
I was nursing at that time, and I came to actually do a dance performance in Oxford, and we met through mutual friends.
What I fell in love with was her great devotion to the Indian classical dance, and she actually practices that as a form of devotion. And that's what I fell in love with.
I was actually dancing when he walked through the door. And when he walked in through, in those days he used to wear a three-piece suit. And I thought, oh, what a conceited fop.
When one of the rectors actually lived in the old rectory, he actually lived here because he had a quarrel with his wife over Lent. And therefore his wife and children lived in the main house. And he lived here. I hope I don't have the same fate.
One of the things that is very, very essential for the culmination of the prayers or to get benefit is to feed whoever comes to the temple. Whoever comes to a big puja or prayers, we always give food. Serving of food is very important.
My long-term desire would be to have a center of study in a properly located place and perhaps a properly built temple with all the architecture and things like that. But where we are located, we can't develop over a certain point because we have neighbors, and therefore we need to respect the limitations of that.
पिता तू है मेरा माता तू मेरा बंधुते तू मेरा प्राता तू मेरा.
On my deathbed, if I can honestly feel that I have assisted somebody to think of God seriously for 1 second in their life, the purpose of my birth is achieved. If I can have in all humility, that knowledge that I've assisted somebody for 1 second in their life to seriously think of God.
तू
That's all.
मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता.